Hey, what's up, my peoples? Emgo here, the freaking geek himself, and it's time to just transform Fans Toys Berserk. So without further ado, let's just transform it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up the forearm panel, flip that hand in, close it up, bring the arm back down, open that up, flip that in, and close that up, bring that back down. And now we're going to take these back panels here, we're going to untab them. You need to disconnect it from this section here as well, so just kind of pull that loose and then just bring all of that up and just swing these sections out to the side. And again, just pop that up and free all this up, bring that up and just swing all that to the side. Once you've done that, you're going to take this whole turret assembly here. You're going to pop this up. You're going to pop up this section as well. Just extend all that up so it's sitting like that. And then you're going to open up these panels here. You're going to turn his head 180 and then flip the head in. Once you've done that, just close that back up. And then you want to take this little panel here, just flip that up. And then you're going to take these two assemblies here and just going to pull them out. You only pull out slightly, and you got that ready to go. And now you're going to take this section here, you're going to raise that up, you're going to take this section, untab it, swing it out. Now you have this little panel right here that you're going to open up, and that will allow you to take this whole assembly and bring it down, and then you can close that back up. Now you're going to do the same thing on the other side, so just bring that up, untab this section, open up that panel, swing this out, and there we go, and close that back up. And now you're going to take these sections here and just rotate them 180. You have these purple sections here. You want to slide this out and flip out this little fin here. All the way out, there we go. Flip out that fin, and then you're just going to slide that right back in. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So again, just grab this, slide it all the way out, flip this out, and then slide this back in. So it's looking like that. So now for the turret, you want to take the cannon here and just swing this all the way in. Then you're going to take this whole assembly here, rotate it 180, and then you're just going to collapse this back down. You're going to collapse it up like that, and then collapse all this back down. So that is sitting like that. And now for these sections, you have this little bit. You're going to flip up. Now you're going to take this entire assembly here, you're going to collapse this all the way in, and then you're going to swing this in. It's on two hinges here, so use all those hinges there at your disposal. Get that, swing it around, and there'll be tab slot connections right there. Take that and tab that in. So you got it looking like that. Then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So bring that up, collapse that all the way in, and then just bring that up. And get that tabbed in. So you got those looking like that. So now for the legs, we're going to take this tail fin here. We're just going to extend that up like so. We're going to then undo this whole section of the leg. It clips in right back here. So once you undo this clip, and all of this should free up like that. You have this section here you want to bring up, and then you want to take this entire assembly and just swing that up like that. You have this little panel here you're going to flip in, and then we're going to take this entire assembly here and just bring this up. So multiple hinges, just kind of extend all that up so we can work on that. So what we're going to do with his foot here is we're just going to take the toe and just rotate that in and just push that all the way down into that section like that, and then swing this up. So now we're going to take this panel right here, going to bring that down. We're going to take this section here, bring that down so we can take this tail fin and swing it around to the other side. And then we're going to bring that back up. And now we're going to take this panel here and we're going to bring this in. You have to bring this tail fin out because it's going to end up going over that. Let's take that and bring that up and over. So it's looking like that. This panel here you can take and just tab in. And then you have this section here that you're going to untab and bring down. And now you want to bend this hinge. You want to bend it right at the top hinge like that. And just bend it forward so you have a clearance here to swing this panel out, because that's going to end up sitting over that like that. So that is however you want that looking. And now for this section of the leg, we're going to take this bit, we're going to rotate this up. You want to bring this up a little bit because you have to flip out this panel here, and that will snap into place. You just kind of bring that back down, and now you're going to take this entire assembly and rotate it 180, and then you're going to take the cockpit here and rotate that out. There's a little panel right here you want to bring down. You can bring down the landing gear as well. And now you want to open up this section here, so you can flip out that nose like that. And then close that up, and you got that side done. Now before you merge the two halves together, you do want to take the hips and they'll slide in right here, right at this point. So just grab that and just slide that in. Just slides in a little bit, but if you don't do that, things will not line up. And now we can take the two halves and just start tabbing all of this together. Multiple connection points on the top, on the bottom. Just make sure you get all of that together. So once that's done, you want to make sure that these hinges here are sitting back like that. And then you can take these sections here and bring these up and over and connect all this. So that's sitting like that. So now you want to get all of this together. So you want to bring this down. So you have these cutouts here that are going to go around the shoulders. So make sure all of that just comes down. You do have tabs that will go into slots right up here as well. So there's a lot of things you got to line up. So get everything in place. Make sure everything drops down. It'll take a little bit of doing, but work with it. And get this side in first. So again, you have that little tab slot connection right there. Make sure that sits flush as well. And once you've done that, now you can get the other side down and just get everything together. Get all this down. You have a little latch here. You just press down to get these two halves connected together. Like that. And you come back here and you just drop these thrusters down like that. And then this panel will just latch in and lock those in place like that. So now you want to take the arms and you want to tab them into the side of the body. Now there are two slots rather on the arm. You're tabbing it into this top slot here. So make sure you have that arm straight and just get that lined up. And get that pushed in, and you're doing the same thing on the other side. Once that is done, you're going to take these tail fins, you're just going to drop them down on that double hinge. You want them sitting right in here. And now you're going to take these sections here and just drop them down. This is going to sit on this tab right there. So just bring that down, like that, get them in place, and just drop that down. You got it looking like that. And then you're going to take these sections, bring them up. You have a couple connection points here. You have a tab slot connection right there. So you just get that tabbed in, and then you have a little tab slot connection that happens in there. Just get that locked up. Bring the wing down. Then you have this little locking piece right here. Bring that down. Lock that into place. Close that latch. Then you take these sections here, bring them back. Tab those back into their homes. Come back here. You have this little panel. Just want to take and just flip up like that on either side. Get all that tabbed together. You do have landing gears under here. Flip those down. And there you have Berserk in his jet mode. So now to get him into tank mode, we're going to take these sections here and bring these out. Undo that. I'm going to undo these wing sections here. Undo that. Bring that out to the side. Take these bits and bring them up. Same thing here. Undo these wings. Take all this. Bring this out to the side. Take this and swing this up. We need to untab the arms from the sides. We need to come under here. We need to undo that and bring these thrusters up. So now we need to undo all of this and basically split all this back down the middle. You may need the help of a tool here just to help you kind of get things started. Get things open here. Get that out. Get all this popped up. Get all this popped up. And just kind of swing all this out to the side as much as you can. And we need to split the middle as well. Again, you may need the help of a tool here just to help split all this down the middle here. Get these sections out. Get these sections out. Just takes a little bit of doing. There we go. Get all the split. There we go. So we did all that so we could basically flip the cockpit section back in. So open this up, flip the nose in, close that back up, close up this little panel here, and then swing this back in. Same thing on the other side. Open this up, flip this in, close that up, bring up that landing gear, bring up this little panel, and flip this back in. So now we have these panels here on the sides of his body that we're going to bring down. Again, just use those hinges there at your disposal. And just bring them down. They're on a hinge at the base as well, so make sure you bring it all the way down. So everything is sitting pretty much flush like that. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. And once you've done that, you now want to put all this back together exactly the way it was. So just start tabbing everything back together. So once you have all this back together, now you want to take the tail fin here, you want to open it up, and then you just want to take it and you want to swing it down like so. You just kind of leave that hanging there for now because we have to get other stuff in place, but you can just open that up. Again, just rotate that down, just kind of get things out of your way, and that'll sit there like that. So now you want to take this entire assembly here, and now this will shift up, and now you're going to tab in the arm, but this time you're going to use the bottom slot here. So just get these arms slotted into place. And now take these little fins here, again, just slide them out, flip it in, slide that back in, make sure it clicks all the way in, do the same thing on the other side. So again, just slide that out, flip that in, and just push that back in. But first we need to work on these sections here. So you want to take this and just bring it all the way out on all those hinges. You can take that and just fold that down. And this will come down. We're not going to tab that into place just yet. Now we're going to take this section here. We're going to open this up. And what you want to do here is you want to take this bit and flip that out. I'll flip out this little panel here as well. You want to take this section and just swing it out part ways so we can rotate all of this around. Make sure we have our clearance here to get that swung around all the way. And rotate that out. And then you take this and rotate this back in. Now these sections here, you have this little tab you want to flip out, and then this entire panel will come out. And this tab will go into this slot right here. So just get that locked into place and then push that in. There we go. Get that locked in like that. And then you're going to bring this in. You're going to start securing all this. You got tab slot connection here, tab slot connection here. Just get all of this lined up. And you also have this tab right here is going to go into the slot right here. So just a lot of things you need to get lined up. And then get this locked into place right here. And you just take this little section of tread here. There's a little tab right there. And you just line that up. And you get that. Pop into its home. Bring that down. Once you have all this secured up, you're just going to take this, bring it down, and it will just tab in. And you kind of want this sitting over it. So there you go. Get that tabbed in like that. And you got that side all done. So now, second verse is like the first. So again, just open this all the way up. Just extend all those hinges. Kind of bring these down, just get them out of our way. Like that. And flip that little panel in. And just bring that down. Bring this up. Open this section here. And we'll start working on all of this. So just bring that panel up. Bring this section out. Bring this down. And just swing all of this around like that. You can bring that back in, bring that down, swing that little section out, come right here, open up this tab, open up this panel, tab all of this into place, get that nice and secured up, if it's possible. There we go. Get that in place, and then just bring this up so we can swing all this in and get all of this connected up here. And there we have both sides connected up. If you still have these tail fins hanging out, you just take them and just raise them up. So they're sitting there like that. And now we can work on the turret. So now you want to take the turret and just bring it up on all these hinges, disengage all this, and bring that up. You want to take these sections here and flip this out and then rotate that out, flip that out, rotate that out, take the cannon here and just swing that out like so. You then want to take this assembly here and just straighten all of this out like that. You want to take these little thrusters here and flip these in. And then you have this little bit right here that you need to flip down. And it's not the easiest thing to do, but it's very tight. And you may need, again, a tool to help you. Let's help you get a better grip on it. There we go. There we go. You want it sitting like that. And once you've done that, you can take the sides of the turret here. Just connect all that together like so. So now you want to take all this and you want to swing it forward. And you can see there's a little tab that'll go into a slot right here. So you just take this and just drop that down. And then you can take the turret itself and drop all of that down. Extend that cannon. And there you have Berserk in his tank mode.